The learning objectives for this chapter are: familiarization with the duties of the Officer of the Watch, OOW. Understanding the responsibility of being in charge of a navigation watch. The Officer of the Watch is the Master's representative and is in charge of the bridge during his watch and until properly relieved. The primary duties can be divided into 3 groups. Watchkeeping, including collision avoidance. Navigation. Communications. He is at all times responsible for safe navigation and for complying with all statutory requirements, including the Colregs. The watchkeeping duties of the Officer of the Watch include maintaining a lookout and general surveillance of the ship, collision avoidance in compliance with Colregs, recording bridge activities, and making regular checks on the vessel's position and efficiency of the navigational equipment in use. Procedures for handing over the watch and calling for support on the bridge should be in place and fully understood and accepted by the Officer of the Watch. The navigational duties of the Officer of the Watch are based upon the need to execute the passage plan safely and monitor the progress of the ship against that plan and the Master's standing orders. It is the navigator's duty to cross-reference all navigation information whenever possible, in order to detect instrument errors and inaccuracies and minimize the effect of mistakes. With the introduction of the Global Maritime Distress and Safety System, GMDSS, radio communications have become an important element in the functions of the Bridge Officer of the Watch, who will be responsible for maintaining a continuous radio watch at sea. During distress incidents, one of the personnel qualified in radio communications should be assigned primary responsibility for radio communications. The Officer of the Watch will normally be responsible for a number of duties, in addition to the primary duties of watchkeeping, navigation, and communication. Examples of such duties are cargo monitoring, general communications, engine monitoring, supervision of ship safety systems, etc. Care should be exercised to prioritize responsibilities, and any additional duties should under no circumstances interfere with the exercise of primary duties. In compliance with the Colregs, a proper lookout should be kept at all times in order to maintain a continuous vigilance by sight and hearing, as well as by all other available means. According to STCW, the Officer of the Watch may be the sole lookout during daylight hours, if weather, visibility, traffic density, workload and other relevant safety parameters allow it. The Officer of the Watch must maintain a high level of general awareness about the ship and its day-to-day operations. Strict compliance with the Colregs should always be executed, and the correct lights, shapes, and other signals displayed at all times. The Officer of the Watch should not expect all other ships to show correct signals, or even comply with the rules at all times, and therefore great care should be taken when passing another ship at close range. Periodic checks of navigational equipment according to a proven and established operating and maintenance system, followed by good operating procedures and checking against alternative methods. Checking electronic equipment and computer-based systems at regular intervals are not only recommended, but vital to operate a ship safely.